Hey guys, back on the Mastiff channel. Thanks for watching in. What I'm going to do, we can't do anything with Sharon tonight because her hand's way too sore. She's even struggling to go to work with it, so we'll sort of let that calm down for a wee bit. She might have to go for another injection in it, so we'll let that go. She's not even been able to practice this week, so that's how bad her hand is at the minute. So it's a toss-up between throwing darts or going to work, and I'm afraid the work won. So what we're going to do tonight is all the stuff I've gave you over the past few weeks. We're going to try and put it together and show you from start to finish with a wee bit of mental edge in there, how to prepare yourself before you throw and how to actually go right through with a throw. I'll give you a couple of little practice and training routines today that are really easy, but not easy to master, but easy to just follow. So we'll do that, and also I'll just do a quick, which I'm going to do now, address on, as most of you know, if you're darts players, which you probably all are, the price hike. So last Friday, on the 10th, that's when the prices went up. So we all know about the situation with the tungsten, which is, like I told you in previous videos, it's like went up from $33 a kilo, £33 a kilo to over £300 a kilo. So I mean, come on, that's only in the space of a year. These people have got to, the suppliers, I've seen a lot of complaints on Facebook and that about people are complaining about, oh, we're getting ripped off and all that. I can see their side, but I can also see the supplier's side as well. And the people that are getting caught in the middle is the actual darts supply companies, because Target and Winmo and Red Dragon and all these other people, they're right at the start. They're manufacturing the darts. They've got to actually put the price up. I mean, it's as simple as that. How much? I can't tell you that. If you think it's too much sometimes for them, I can't tell you that either. But the people in the middle have still got to get darts from them to sell to us. So it's a catch-22 for them. But I can tell you there's still darts on the market available at the minute. To me, and I'm going to tell you, some of them, they're an absolute bargain. They're still a bargain, even in this day and age with the price hike. So I'll give you them. In my book, they're well worth the money. And I would be, again, I know the price went up, but I would again advise you to buy now, again, if you haven't already, if you're looking in the market for darts or dartboards or anything, to buy now, because it's going to go up again. Get another month, it's going to go up again, because not only with the price of tungsten, we've also got all this conflict going on in the world, which is putting the price of fuel, so your delivery costs when you're getting stuff delivered cost more. Everything is going to cost a lot more. So to me, they're going to go up again and again and again. And the next year, I think you'll see maybe 2 or 3 price, and this is only my opinion, 2 or 3 price rises again. So to put it into perspective, right? So a set of Josh Rock Generation 1 darts last week was costing around about $170 Australian. This week, they're costing $220 Australian. So there's a 50, that's from Target. So there's a $50 jump, which equated to pounds in the UK is £25 roughly. So that's went up straight away. But that's only on a set of darts at that price. I can also tell you that one of my customers got a set of Raymond Barneveld Chronos, but he ordered them, smart guy, he ordered them on the Thursday to get them at the Thursday price. He paid, I think, $250, $260, right? He got them at a good price. If you check the latest prices on them, they're $340. So again, you're looking about an 80 to 90 jump there. So it's not, we're not talking about $10 here, we're talking about a lot of money. Even your K-Flex, they've jumped $5. Everything. Even the Mission Vortex, they've jumped up $5. Everything's went up. So people saying, but there's no tungsten in them, there's no tungsten in K-Flex. Doesn't matter. Everything, they've got to put the price of everything up to pay to be able to buy the tungsten in. So everything's going to go up. The Target Tors went up $20 to $30. Every board has went up. So across the board, Target sort of implemented the biggest jump, I would say, but then they are the dearest darts to buy. I don't know what the future's going to bring. I know there's a new Star Wars / Mandalorian drop coming out this week, I think it is. That'd be interesting. Very interesting to see the pricing on that. Because the Star Wars drop the last time were expensive. But these are Mandalorian. I know nothing about the Mandalorian, but I did go and see the original Star Wars film in 1977 or 78 in the cinema. Right? That's how old I am. I think I went with my mum. There you go. So I can't even phone my mum to ask her because she's not with us anymore. And if she was, she'd be about 140. So I can't do that. So anyway, I went to see the original movie, so I remember the darts that they brought out. I remember R2-D2, I remember all these people, I remember all these characters. But ask me about the Mandalorian, the only thing I know is a General Attack dart, whoever the hell he is, and there's I don't even remember the name of the character, but as far as I know, it's a baby Yoda character, Ogu or Yogu or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know, but that is what's coming out on these. So again, I think there's 3 different darts and 3 different BOA cases. Again, the Star Wars BOA cases went up to $100 each, if you can get them, because they're not always available. So yeah, honestly, everything's went up. So if you're looking for a really good set of darts at the minute, that's not over expensive, you cannot, and I reviewed one set of them last week, you cannot beat these bolides. You just can't. So that's the old one, and that's the one that I reviewed. And this is the 03. I had the 05 as well, but they got sold to somebody. So, but they come in 5 different versions, so you're sort of covered for every shape. But to be honest, they're a fantastic dart for the price. They really, really are. I can't fault them. So they're an absolute bargain. So if you go to On Point Darts' website, you'll see that they're still up at a good price, round about the $130 mark. Guys, that's an excellent price. To just show you, that's the one I showed you before. So just to show you, that's what they look like. Obviously, that's my big point on there, but they're gorgeous. A lot of work in them. Target, $130. Swiss pointed. Come on, guys. Bargain. Another bargain. Mission Darts. 95% tungsten. Reese Griffin dart. So Reese has just got his tour card at Last Q School. Good player. Beat Michael Smith 6-0, I think, in one of the Pro Tours. 95% tungsten. They're about the $100 mark. $100, $110. Come on, it's a 95% tungsten dart. Amazing. Luke Humphreys, TX3s, so he's up to the TX5. But these are a lovely dart. 90% tungsten, gold nitride coated, got a blue stripe on them. They're a lovely dart to throw. I've thrown them. Again, round about the $110, $120 mark. Guys, this is you can still buy these and them and those Reese Griffins, and that's just if you hunt around, you can still get some bargains. It's the time to be grabbing them. These will rocket in price. They really will. The Reese Griffins, they'll rocket in price, and then bollards, if they don't go up to $160 in the next month, I'm putting my name in to be the new King of England. How's that grab you? I couldn't do any worse than the one that's there now. So, yeah. And I'm better looking than him. And his ears are too big. And mine are smaller. Right. So, got that out of the way. Got your wee bargain there, right? So, now, if you remember, I told you how to sort of set yourself up on the oche, right? So, by the way, guys, do you like my new Paul Lim K-Flexes? I think they're great. And you know me, I love my Q-Sol AK7s and AK5s, but couldn't resist these. And they went up $5 after I bought them as well, so there you go, save $5 as well. Right, so we'll start from the beginning. So when you're standing back and you're waiting to throw, and the guy's throwing in front of you, we don't care what he's doing. We don't look at what he's scoring. We just don't. We're not interested in what he's scoring because we can't do anything about that. We can't control what he's doing. We can only control what we do. He could be hitting crap, 26, 21, whatever. He could be hitting 140s, 180s. There's no control by you over him. So forget what he's doing. Just concentrate on yours. Now, always be focusing. Don't be, while the guy's throwing, too interested in the scoreboard. And don't be looking around like, oh, there's so-and-so over there. And, oh yeah, I know him. Forget all that crap, right? Get to the board. Be concentrating on the board before you get there. So the guy's just throwing. You step up to the oche, and I'm going to make a real big mistake here. So just watch what the mistake is. So I'm stepping up to the oche. Did you spot it, guys? I'm already got my dart ready to go. Don't do it. Darts is all about repeating the same feat every time. It's repeat, repeat, repeat. Your body, especially your brain, can't compute. I know it's a great thing, well, some people's, but if you go up to the oche and you've already got this dart up here ready to go, your brain's trying to sort out getting this ready and get your legs ready at the same time. What? That's not happening. That's just not going to happen. So I want you to try this actually. I want you to try this. You'll go up there. So here we go again, right? I'm up, I've got my dart ready, I'm up there, I'm in, got my foot there, you'll start dancing around. You'll be like a drunk John Travolta. So you'll start moving because your brain won't know when to stop you. So you'll be up there, you'll be dancing around, just forget all that, don't do that. Be concentrating on that target. If it's a treble 20, try what I told you before. Treble 20, treble 20, treble 20, treble 20. That way, even if you were thinking about, if I was thinking about something that I really like, one of the Mastiffs even, if I was going Mastiff, 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 all I'm thinking about, it's taken away, I'm only thinking about one thing, it's taken away all what's going on around me. But you're better off to do it with the target you're going for. So treble 20, treble 20, treble 20, treble 20. Keep them 3 darts in this hand. Don't attempt to move this hand over. Get to the oche, both hands down. Get yourself set up. Get your sight in. get your position, get the legs locked, then take a dart across, then set up. And you can use what a lot of people do, 1, 2, 3, which is 1, 2, 3, let go on the third. Or A, B, C. I don't use that personally. I've tried it and it doesn't work for me, but it does work for some people. So make sure you're set up, make sure the legs are right, your back foot's comfortable, everything's comfortable and it's locked in. Then get your dart, pick it up, then throw. Okay? Then go for the other. Don't be tempted to do the old quick transfer game either, because that's fatal. You'll start dragging the dart over into the fives. Transfer your next dart across. Get your sight in. Away we go. Slow and steady, mate. That's the name of the game. Slow and steady. Get your darts really nice and steady. Don't rush it. Take your darts out. Go back. What we said ages ago in videos. Nice pace to take the darts out. Nice pace walking back. Get yourself set up exactly the same again. Now, if you keep doing this, if you keep doing what I showed you there, get your legs locked on, it becomes routine. It becomes, you'll do the same thing every time, but you'll never do the same thing every time. By the time you get here dancing and you've got this up. Now, what actually happens there is when you get up here and you're dancing around, the thing that really, really suffers on that is the release of the dart. Believe me, because if you're doing all this and all that, and you're moving around and you can't get settled and nothing's comfortable, the last thing to go is the release of the dart. Your head's still trying to put everything right here, and you'll release too early or too late. So just calm everything down. Treble 20, treble, or if you're going for a bullseye, 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 or if you're going for double 16, double 16, double 16, get to the board, set up. Yes, double 16, where the last I did hit a double 7 there, guys. Sean's not showed you because he didn't want me to see me missing that, but I don't care. If I miss, I miss. Can't hit what you're going for every time. But that is the way to go, guys. And you'll feel after you keep doing that, you'll feel that it just becomes natural for you to do that. That's going to be more than half the battle for you. It really is. And it might sound silly. You might think, I'm not standing there going treble 20, treble 20. It takes your mind off everything. Everybody that I've said to try it, they've said to me, it works. It actually works. John Lowe, one of the top players, right? One of the top players in the 80s and into the 90s. Him and Eric Bristow and Jockey Wilson were the top players at that time. That guy couldn't play without, there was a little tiny, it was about the size of a Tic Tac mint. It was a little square licorice thing. They were called licorice imps. He used to keep a box of them in his pocket. See, if he never had them, he struggled to play. He had to be sucking on one of them to take his mind off everything else. And it really worked for him. He's a two-time world champion, one of the best players of all time. He's in the top 10 of all-time players of just about everybody that would say about the top 10. He'd be in it. So that is the same thing as going treble 20, treble 20. It's just take your mind off everything. And you're only thinking about darts. You're not playing a slow player, what we talked about before, where if you're playing somebody really slow, your mind starts drifting. What am I having for my dinner? Oh, I better go there tomorrow. Oh, did I phone that guy? That's just, you can't concentrate. Everything goes out the window. So do that routine if you can on a regular basis. Just keep it going, keep it going. It's best to do it during practice at home. nobody's watching you, you're under no pressure, that's when to be doing it. And then transfer that into your match game. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of quick, straight in from work, don't want to set anything up, don't want to be putting the ball on, practice routines, right? So the first one, I've told you to do this before, but I'm going to make this an easy one for you to it's an hour's practice, right? An hour. If you can do an hour every day, great. Some people can, some people can't. I would say 2 hours a day is good practice. That's what I think. Some people say that 4. We're not practicing to play in the World Championship, guys. Don't kill yourself. Don't over practice. It's worse than under practice, believe me. So what we do is we just do the same thing again what we were doing before. We want to score over 60. 60 and over, we get 1 point. We do it for 20 minutes, right? We do it for 20 minutes. So you mark down how many points you got in that 20 minutes. Then in the next 20 minutes, I want you to do the same thing again, but you're not allowed to use the 20 section. So you still have to score 60 or over, but you can't use the 20. Makes it a wee bit harder. Mark down how many points you get on that. Then for the last 20 minutes, I want you to hit 60 or over, just using doubles. Okay? So that is a wee bit harder again. So you get 1 point again, 60. You have to really think about what you're doing then. Because obviously you don't want to be going for double one, do you guys? Now the bull will count, but the 25 won't, because that's not a double. The bull actually officially is a double 25. Okay, so it's a double. So do that for an hour. So do the 20s, then get the 20s out the picture, and then do the last 20 minutes on doubles, and you've got to score over 60 on doubles. Because what will happen is if you drift off into say you went for double 16 or double top or whatever, and you drift off into the 5s or the 1s, it's going to change what you've got to go for next. It really is. And you'll find when you start doing this, you'll think, oh, I'm just going for double top, double top, double top. You'll find that that's not going to work for you either. You'll have to move around the board. So your favourite doubles that you're used to hitting, that's the ones to try and hit more of. Okay? So we'll get into doubles on another video. We'll get into another way of doing doubles, which I've showed you the banks of doubles before. Works every time, by the way, that one. So there's just a couple of, just a quick routine. And remember, you must have, which I tell everybody today, 10 minutes at least, or 15 minutes of bullseyes. Practice on the bullseye. Before you start your practice routines, before you start playing a game, before you start anything, do 15 minutes of bullseyes. It gets your eye in, it gets your arm working, and it gives you a bit of a warm-up. So your warm-up routine, I know so many people that use it over the years that have used 15 minutes on bulls. It's not a new thing, guys. It's something that works. It's old school. So yeah, do that. And on the future videos, hopefully we can get Sharon back, see if she can get back practicing. And on future videos, we're going to see how we can try and up your averages a wee bit. But just remember, guys, averages don't win games. I'll tell you what you want. Your name, when your name goes up on Dart Connect, or your name goes up on any scoreboard, the first thing you should be looking at, instead of looking at, oh, what was my average, is if you've got a W or an L next to your name. That's what you should be looking at when you play darts, guys. Averages is secondary. They don't win games. Look at James Wade. He never has the highest averages. He's the third highest major winner in the PDC. The guy grinds results out. He'll play guys with 103, 104 average. He's averaging 89, 90, and he still wins. So don't be too caught up in the averages thing. W's and L's, and you want loads of W's and you want as least amount of L's as possible. So I hope that's helped tonight, guys. I'm going to start delving into a lot more of the like harder coaching things, but over the past lot of videos, we have to go through things for guys that are just starting out in the game and guys that are just wanting to make themselves a wee bit better, but we'll start doing a few harder things for the players that are wanting to just go up a bit higher. So, as you know, we would love you to hit the like button and also subscribe and also follow us on Facebook. Oh, and by the way, the shirt is on its way right now because it's on a tracking number. So the shirt with some stickers is on its way to the UK, to Wayne Flint, who won it. And I think Sharon sent you a message on Messenger with a tracking number on it. So hopefully I don't get it back this time like I did when I sent it to America. So it's the most travelled shirt in the world, guys. You know? That shirt's been everywhere. So believe me, I don't want it back again. If it comes back again, I'll get it to the first person that walks by in the street. There you go. Or one of the Mastiffs will be wearing it next week if it comes back. So hopefully, Wayne, let me know when it gets there, and I would love you to send me a picture with you having it on. Send me a picture on Facebook. Okay, guys, so like I said, like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook. If not, one of the big chaps is coming round to see you. Follow us through to the next one, guys. Cheers.